Here is the last flagship from LG, the Wing. Before starting this video, I want to clarify about the price of the device, because for this particular device the price played a major role, because in India when this is released it was released for $1,000. After 5 months of the release, when LG decided to shut down their mobile business, they sold this for around 60% off, which is 30,000 rupees, which is around $450. And few people bought this device even cheaper, like a 25,000 rupees. They bought this device directly from LG's website with credit card offer for around 25 or 26,000 rupees. So these are the two scenarios for this device. One is release price and second one is discounted price. For the discounted price, I don't have any problem with this device, because it is a very unique device at that price range because of the features that is provided for the price, like a pop-up selfie camera and swiveling mode for multitasking, and there is gimbal mode, which is kind of useful but not because of the colors or the quality it is giving. So let's come back to the release price of this device, which is around $1,000, which normally a flagship would cost. So is this device really should be $1,000? I don't think so, because this has two major drawbacks. One is camera and the second one is processor. It has a Snapdragon 765G processor, which we see very often in mid-range devices. The reason I am saying camera is not good, even though it has a gimbal camera, the colors are very different, which are not natural and not real. When I was taking a picture of a flower, it was similar to light violet, but when I took the picture with this, it made it like look like a light pink flower. You can see that in the video, which are not natural and which are not even real life. Here are the things I like about this device cameras. In gimbal mode you can see there is a smoothness and stabilization, but there is flickering and very noisy. Let's ignore that. Here is the part I like about this device. In dual video mode record, you can record both files separately. Also save that as single file, but I suggest you to do it two different files, because I have one more device that supports this kind of thing. Okay, you can see the problem I faced with this phone is the other video will be always overlaid on the main video, so you can't cut the video properly. There's two separate files, gives a edge, and you can record this. You can record in 16:9 aspect ratio or 1:1 aspect ratio. I can show you that. If you choose this, if you choose split view, you can record them in 1:1 ratio. There is one unique feature in this phone, but these all three phones have it. This is Tecno Camon Premier 5G and Sony Xperia 1 LG Wing. And the name of the feature is Wi-Fi extender. You can use your mobile to extend Wi-Fi. You can see that it doesn't have any SIM, and you can connect to a Wi-Fi and then share it via hotspot to other devices. You can see that I connected to a Wi-Fi and I turn on the hotspot. I will try to connect to this device. You can see the available Wi-Fi. This is the normal one and this is shared via this phone. This phone I connected to a Wi-Fi and then share this as Wi-Fi. You can use it. Let's do the same thing with this device. First I am connecting to a normal Wi-Fi. Yes, and then turning on the hotspot. Let's use this. You can see it is connected to this Tecno Camon Premier 5G. I didn't turn on the mobile data. It was connected via Wi-Fi and then shared via hotspot. So this is the feature. Let's try the same with this Xperia one also. So I connected to the normal Wi-Fi and then turning on the hotspot. You can see I'm sharing a Wi-Fi via Wi-Fi through hotspot. Let's connect it to it. Yes, but we can switch to this. Yes, you can see it is connected. You can see I tried to do it in some new devices. Apparently they don't work. With front camera you can record up to 4K 30 fps and you have three more options. One is 720p and then full HD and full HD 60 fps. The stabilization is definitely good with the steady shot. Even while running, the stabilization is definitely good when compared to normal phones. But this is with front camera. You can check the stabilization. The camera resolution is 32 megapixel and the camera pop-ups, so it's definitely better. Now this one is from the main sensor, which is a 64 megapixel and it can record up to 4K 60 fps. It has two more sensors. One is for ultra wide, which is 13 megapixel. The other one is 12 megapixel, which is used for gimbal mode. You already seen that. So you can use the 13 megapixel ultra wide sensor to record 4K 30 fps video. Let's check the stabilization of the main sensor, recording in 4K 60 fps. Now this video is also from the main sensor, which can go up to 2x in 4K 60 fps. It also records 4K 60 fps, but you can see the noise and you can't use it much in indoor. Now this is the 13MP ultra wide angle lens. You can record 4K 30 fps. I don't know how the stabilization is. Let's run. Sorry. Now this is the gimbal mode. You can already see that it is very noisy and very pixelated, so you can't use it for indoors or without any lighting conditions. In dual recording mode, it uses front camera and then 13 megapixel ultra wide angle sensor, not the gimbal one, which is 12 megapixel. So this is everything that I know about LG Wing cameras. So that's about the cameras. These are all the video modes, but there is one more feature in videos. You can record the audio in different. This is basic, then ASMR recording, then voice bokeh. I like the basic one. Basic one is the mostly useful one, so you don't need to switch all those things. This is with a 13 megapixel ultra wide angle lens in 4K 30 fps with a steady shot stabilization. This is with 13 megapixel ultra wide angle sensor without stabilization. This is 4K 30 fps with a steady shot stabilization. Let's run. This is 4K 60 fps with main sensor with a steady shot stabilization. Let's run. This is 4K 60 fps with main sensor without stabilization. Let's run. This is with the stabilization on in dual video recording. This is without the stabilization. And the main thing I like about this device is its display. I don't know whether it's the POLED display or the animations and UI of the LG, but it looks different than any other phone I have. Screen quality looks different. The particular use case of this device is watching content without getting distracted. Getting distracted. So I saw a post in Reddit that a guy posted a sports video, and the video is playing here on the main screen and the scorecard is playing here. So this is a very unique device for watching sports without getting the video disturbed. So that might be the best case. You can control the brightness of this display from here and this one from here, or you can control both by using the sync option. And this can be used to hold as a gimbal, and then you can lock the down screen so it doesn't touch the screen and change the controls while recording. Then you can unlock it. So other than that, you can use this as trackpad. So these are the use cases of this device. And this is definitely a very heavy device for day-to-day usage. It's somewhere around 270 grams, and with the case it is 290 grams. So if you use a different case, it will definitely be around 300 grams. So it's not easy to carry or hold. One more thing I will show you. This is also 270 grams without any case. So the average phones will weigh around 172 to 220 grams. This is Sony Xperia 5 Mark III. It is around 179 grams without the case. With case, it will be around 200 to 10 grams. So this is definitely not an easy device to carry, and you might not be comfortable. So this is everything about LG Wing that I know or I've seen in the YouTube videos, and I tested some of those features, and I think this is the longest video in this channel in terms of length and the real life timeline. You can easily get that while watching this video, so I don't think it should happen. This long.